Would you believe me if I told you I never experienced FOMO? Yep, that's right, never. Since starting my own kids' arts and crafts club, I now have the time and the flexibility to be there for the special moments I used to miss out on and that I never have to miss again. And that's what today's video is all about. How to have your cake and eat it too. So take yesterday, for instance. I just have to tell you the story. My 3-year-old Henry and I were sitting in the garden together after school, and just as the sun was starting to go down, I told him, Henry, we need to go inside and grab a jersey because it's getting a bit chilly. And without hesitation, he came over and he plonked himself on my lap. He grabbed my right arm and hung it over his right shoulder and across his chest. And then he did the same with my left arm and said decidedly, Mama is my jersey. I swear I almost melted into the grass. And as I sat there hugging my sweet little boy, I just kept thinking, wow, I'm so glad I was here for this, because if I hadn't taken the leap to leave my 9-to-5 job, it would have been someone else sitting in the garden with Henry. And I would have totally missed out on this special moment, let alone all the other special moments. But I was there, and the thought of that gave my heart just a little twinge. Let's talk about how to manage a kids' arts and crafts club and your family. We've had so many women who contact us saying that starting their own creative club is their absolute dream, but they've been a stay-at-home mom for years, or they already have a lot on their plates and they're worried that starting a club will take precious and irreplaceable time away from their family. If this is you, give us a hands up in the comments. Let's quickly set the record straight. Mom guilt is real, and being busy is a reality for many. But I'm here to tell you today that it is totally possible to have your cake and eat it too, without the guilt or feeling overwhelmed. We've seen it done over and over by so many members in our community. And hey, I'm a mom myself. As a mom and a full-time small business owner, I'm here to liberate all working mothers and moms wanting to or already following their dream of running their own kids' arts and crafts club, teaching online, in person, or selling kits. It's totally doable. And I'm here today to share our top 3 tips for how to get it done. Tip number 1, remember that you make the rules. The best part of starting your own kids' arts and crafts club is knowing that you are your own boss. You make the rules and you set your own hours. So plan your schedule around your kids that work for you and your family. Moms are superheroes, and one of their strongest and most valuable superpowers is their ability to plan. Just think about it. You already do this. You know exactly where and when every single member of your family needs to be every single day of the week. You know that your daughter needs to pack her ballet shoes on a Monday. You know that your husband needs an extra snack pack for a late meeting on a Wednesday. You know that you need to pick your son up later on a Tuesday and Thursday after soccer practice. Moms are natural planners. Why? Because we have to be. Let's face it, things would fall apart without our superpower of planning. Okay, so how does this apply to running a small business? That's simple. Plan and prioritize one thing when starting out and focus on one thing only to avoid overwhelm. Perhaps it is that you want to focus on teaching toddler classes only in the morning. That's it. Or sell art kits to ages 5 and up, and that is your one thing. Or perhaps you want to teach only online for now. Whatever it is, pick one thing when starting out. We get it. We've been there. When you're just getting started, you are so excited and you want to do it all and you want to say yes to everything and everyone. You want to teach toddlers and preschoolers and teens and adults. You want to teach at schools and run workshops and host parties and events and sell kits and have an online membership. The list goes on. Whew. Now, there's nothing stopping you from growing into and doing all these things. But when you're starting out, trying to do everything at the same time will only make you feel overwhelmed. Even worse, it will actually make you achieve less. So avoid overwhelm by gaining focus and picking one thing when starting out. Next up, block out hours in the day for your club. Perhaps you can spend the mornings working on the business side of things, like marketing, planning, buying supplies while your kids are at school, and plan your classes to take place when they don't interfere with your precious family time. If it's important to you to be available to pick your kids up from school and take them to their extramurals, then do that and plan your classes to happen while they're out, or even better when they're home and they can take part. If you perhaps want to have full flexibility with your time, then you could always pre-record videos for your online classes or sell kits that you pack. You can pack those or record those whenever it suits you. Remember, you make the rules. Tip number 2, learn to say no to extras. How many times have you found yourself saying, no, 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 and then at the last minute you blurt it out, okay, yes, sure, and there you are again selling cupcakes at the school fair again. As much as we love that movie, Yes Man, saying no to stuff is actually really, really important too. As a business owner, learning to say no is one of the best things that you can do for yourself and your family. If you feel awkward saying no to people, then here's a tip we've put into practice that really helps you take off the edge of an otherwise harsh sounding no. It's called the sandwich technique. First up, bottom bun. Start with saying something positive. Oh wow, cupcakes, what an awesome idea. And then you do the filling. Make sure you give a definitive no. You can give a reason if you wish, but even something vague is fine. I have a lot going on this week, so I won't be able to. And then the top bun. End with another positive statement. Please let me know how the fair goes. Would love to see how the cupcakes turn out. Saying no will allow you to conserve your energy for what's important. Your 2 priorities, your family first and your business second. There will always be another mom who can take the cupcake sale. You do not have to feel guilty for it not being you, and you do not need to apologize or promise that you'll take part next time. You have other things going on now, and once your business is up and running, people will see what you've been up to and understand why you had to say no. You were busy creating something great. Tip number 3, involve your family in your business. Yet another great thing about starting a kids' arts and crafts club, yes, the list goes on, is that arts and crafts are fun. You're not starting a business selling cement or fixing old TVs. You're filling your business with hours of glitter and finger paint and pom-poms. That means your family can get just as excited about your business as you are and can take part in turning your dream into a reality. Having kids is a major plus when you're an arts and crafts club business owner. You've got your own test subjects right there at home. Little guinea pigs you can use to test your crafts on. You can spend extra time with them doing something fun, and they can help you guide your classes. If the craft is too complicated or difficult for a 4-year-old, then you'll know that the craft would be better suited for an older class. If your 2-year-old creates a huge mess over your kitchen table with your foam paint practice session, then you'll know you need to be armed with aprons and kitchen towels when you host your next toddler class. Kids can also help you come up with ideas, letting you know what everyone's into nowadays. When Moana is all the rage and when Frozen has taken a backseat, you will be the first to know. And what about that other part of your family, your partner in crime? Even if they're not super artsy, brainstorming arts and crafts sessions can be a super fun thing for you to do with your partner. Involving your significant other in your business can make them feel like their opinions are valued and you can involve them in another part of your life, something that means a lot to you. When my hubby Werner jumps in to help pack creative kits or give me an idea to try out, it means so much to me that he has put thought and effort into my business. And being able to bounce ideas off someone can be just so beneficial. Not only are you gaining a fresh perspective, you're bonding with your special other at the same time. Okay, but let's wrap up. The major takeaway we'd like you to remember from this session is that your fear of taking time away from your family can be totally obliterated if you run an arts and crafts business in the right way. Time to ditch the mom guilt. Remember, tip number 1, you make the rules. Plan your schedule around what works for you and your family and focus on one thing at a time. Tip number 2, saying no will allow you to conserve your energy for what's important, your 2 priorities, your family and your business. And then tip number 3, involving your family in your business can create invaluable bonding time and help them feel like they've been part of making your dreams come true. I'll leave you with one final thought. Here it is. Happy mom equals happy kids. If your family sees you happy and thriving and living your best life, ending every day with a smile on your face, exhausted but ecstatic, excited about what you do, this will have a major impact on everyone's happiness levels. See, you can really have your cake and eat it too without the guilt. Anyone still worried about how to manage adding your dream of a kids' art and crafts club on top of everything you already do? Anyone suffering from mom guilt? Let us know in the comments what you're worried about and let's squash those fears together. Until next time, cheers.